In this video, we'll be looking at the three applications of the division stop key. To understand the first application, we'll look at how the machine behaves in its normal state with none of the other options selected. The machine continues to add or subtract the value from the primary keyboard until the button is released. When the add switch is moved down, we can see that the operation is only performed one time when the add or subtract button is pushed. However, the keyboard is reset. With the add and division stop switches moved down, the machine will only add or subtract once per button push, and the value set on the primary keyboard is retained. To understand the next two applications of the division stop, I'll first give a brief explanation of what is happening during a division operation. In this example, we'll divide 100 by 30. The result is 3.33 repeating, and you can see the machine calculates the threes until it runs out of room on the register. Next, we'll divide 100 by 20. You can see that even though the result is a 5, the machine continued to work until it ran out of digits in the register. The machine does division by repeating subtractions until it gets an underflow, which is when there is no quantity to carry from the next highest digit and it rolls back to a 9. When these 9s propagate to the end of the mechanism, it triggers the machine to add back the value one time and move the carriage down. This process continues until the carriage has moved to the leftmost position, which triggers the machine to stop. You can see in the scan that the key stops a division when it is desired to read the quotient as a whole number and remainder before reducing the remainder to a decimal. Going back to our previous example, 100 divided by 30, we can see just how fast you need to act in order to successfully perform this operation. Looking at that same scan from before, we can see the last application of the division stop key is used to stop the machine when a division is started with nothing on the keyboard. Now that we know the basics of how the machine performs a division operation, we know that in a divide by zero, the machine doesn't remove any quantities from the dividend. An underflow doesn't occur, and the machine won't be triggered to shift the carriage. This key allows us to manually intervene to stop the operation. And those are the three applications for the division stop function on the Friden STW10.